Spring had come at last. The air was warm, flowers bloomed, and all the birds sang happily in the sunny sky after a long, cold winter. Among the birds came a beautiful swallow, gliding fast and smooth. Her wings were sharp, her tail forked, and she looked wiser than the others. Down below, a farmer was planting hemp seeds in his field. The other birds watched, wondering what kind of food those little seeds would grow into. The swallow called out, "Friends, those seeds will grow into hemp plants. When they do, men will make nets and ropes to catch us. We must stop them." But the other birds laughed. "Silly swallow," they chirped. "These tiny seeds can't hurt us. Let's enjoy the sunshine instead of worrying about farmers and ropes." The swallow begged again, "Pull up the seeds while they are soft. Soon they'll be too strong." But the birds still would not listen, too busy singing. Days passed. The sun grew hotter. The seeds sprouted into tall green plants waving gently in the wind, while the careless birds sang without a worry. The hemp plants grew thick and strong. Their stalks stood tall, ready to be harvested. The swallow sighed, soon the men would make ropes and nets. The farmer cut the hemp and carried it away. The birds watched curiously, still not understanding what danger lay ahead for them. In the village, the hemp was spun and twisted into strong ropes. The swallow saw this and trembled. She knew these ropes would bring trouble soon. Soon, nets made from the hemp were sold in the marketplace. Farmers bought them eagerly, planning to catch birds that spoiled their seeds and crops. The swallow flew back quickly. "Friends, the ropes are ready. Nets will soon be spread to catch us. Fly away before it's too late." But again, the foolish birds laughed. "We are safe here. No one will bother us." They continued chirping, ignoring the swallow's frightened cries. The next morning, the farmer spread a large net near the trees and scattered seeds underneath. The trap looked harmless, just like breakfast to the birds. The birds swooped down for the seeds. Suddenly the net closed. Wings fluttered wildly, but they could not escape. Their songs turned to cries of fear. From above, the swallow saw it all. Her heart ached for her friends. If only they had listened, she whispered as she circled helplessly. The farmer returned, gathered the trapped birds, and walked away whistling. The swallow perched on a branch, tears shining in her eyes. The swallow spread her wings and flew far away to find safety. She vowed never to live near foolish birds again. She found a small cottage, where a kind farmer welcomed her to build a nest under his roof. There, she felt safe at last. Every evening, she remembered her lost friends. "Wisdom ignored brings sorrow," she said softly, watching the golden sun sink behind the hills. The little hemp seed split open, pushing a green shoot toward the sun. Day by day, it grew taller, showing how small things can become strong over time. Tiny drops of dew sparkled on the leaves like jewels. The swallow watched quietly, feeling both hope and worry for the days soon to come. The swallow soared high, her wings cutting through soft air. From above she could see the farmer's field and the hemp plants stretching taller each day. The other birds rested happily, singing together. They did not see the danger growing near them. The swallow's warnings were forgotten like whispers in the wind. The farmer worked hard in his fields. His seeds grew strong, and soon he would have all the hemp he needed to make ropes and nets. Soft rain fell, watering the earth. The hemp loved the rain and grew taller. The swallow perched quietly, her heart heavy with silent concern. After the rain, a rainbow curved above the valley. The birds cheered, chasing raindrops, still not knowing that trouble was slowly coming closer each day. The wind whispered through the field. The tall hemp plants swayed and rustled. The swallow sighed, knowing their strength meant danger for careless birds. Children laughed and ran among the flowers, chasing butterflies. Everything looked peaceful, but even in peaceful places, danger can grow quietly, waiting for the right time. The farmer cut the hemp and tied it into thick bundles. The swallow watched, remembering her words that no one had wanted to believe. Long ropes were made, strong and rough. The swallow touched one with her beak and shivered. "These ropes will catch my friends," she whispered sadly. By the barn, a cat watched the birds play. "Be careful," the swallow warned again, but laughter was louder than her gentle, worried voice. The windmill turned lazily under the sun. It watched the village, the fields, and the swallow flying endlessly, searching for anyone who might still listen. They played in the puddles, chirping and flapping their wings. The swallow smiled faintly, though her heart told her that this happiness would not last long. The farmer walked proudly through his hemp field. Soon he would weave the plants into strong nets. The swallow felt the air grow heavy with fear. She rested by the window, watching men work with ropes inside. Her reflection looked back at her, a small bird facing a world that didn't listen. The day ended in glowing gold. The swallow flew home quietly, her shadow long across the ground, knowing that tomorrow might bring tears. The stars blinked softly as the swallow dreamed of freedom and friendship. She wished her friends could see the danger shining in the stars' warning light. Morning came with soft pink light. The fields were quiet, but traps were ready. The swallow spread her wings, ready to warn once more. Under a farmer's roof, her chicks chirped softly. She brought them food and safety, teaching them that wisdom saves lives more than laughter ever can. The land glowed like gold. It was a beautiful sight, but the swallow knew beauty can hide danger when people forget to listen and care. The farmer carried grain and hemp alike. His barn was full, his heart proud. The swallow wondered if pride sometimes made people blind to kindness. Far away, other birds flew freely across the sky. The swallow joined them, remembering her lost friends and hoping to teach these new ones wisdom. A young boy released a bird from his hands. The swallow saw and smiled. "There is still kindness in the world," she whispered gratefully. The swallow glided freely once again. The world below looked peaceful, yet she carried her lesson: freedom is precious, and wisdom must never be ignored. High above the earth, clouds drifted quietly. The swallow rested her wings and felt calm at last, safe from the mistakes of those who laughed before. Her eyes gleamed with gentle wisdom. She had seen danger, sorrow, and safety, and she hoped her story would help others make wiser choices. New friends gathered beside her on a wire. They listened as she told her tale of warning, courage, and the cost of not believing good advice. The valley rested in peace. The sky glowed warm, and the swallow's song rose through the air, a song of wisdom learned through loss and love. And so the story ends with a gentle truth: listening to wisdom keeps us safe. Even small warnings can protect big hearts from sorrow and danger.